friends, it's Angel, and today I have for you another vlog. I hope you enjoyed the new little intro I made. Since we've now hit 1,000 subscribers, I figured I'd give my channel a little glow up, and I've been wanting to do a little vlog intro for a while now. But today I wanted to show you what a usual work day looks like for me running my online shop. So first, I want to do something productive that isn't related to work, just in terms of, making my space nice and tidy. So the first thing I'm going to do is tidy up the bathroom a bit, because it's a mess. Now I am making the bed, which I had such an idea in my head of it being like an aesthetic influencer. Ooh, making my bed, making my space tidy, clean girl. But no, I don't usually make my bed because, as you can see, my puppy loves being on the bed and playing and usually spinning around on the bed. So as soon as I make it, it's unmade again. Let's be honest though, I would not have it any other way. I love the chaos my pets bring into my life. They just make my life so much better. And now I am making a reel/short. I post them on both Instagram and YouTube, and I've been trying to post at least a reel or a video a day. Especially now that I'm monetized, I just want to be really consistent in uploading. You can see my pinky in the reflection. Do I film with my pinky up? But yeah, definitely since I've been posting more frequently and regularly, I've definitely seen a boost in engagement, which of course is good to see. I'm in a really experimental place, both in my business and YouTube right now, where I'm trying lots of different things and seeing what works. Especially with YouTube. Like right now, I've been posting a ton of different shorts, if you've noticed. I'm just kind of testing the waters and seeing what the algorithm likes, and also what my viewers like, of course. I think my best performing shorts right now are the thrift hauls, but also a lot of the Toby content seems to do good. But yeah, I wrote off shorts for a while. I didn't think they were worth it, but it's actually drawing in quite a bit of new viewers. So I definitely wish I did it sooner. If you have a YouTube channel, I definitely recommend trying out shorts if you haven't. But now I am having some breakfast, and it's just a ton of avocado toast. Some has the everything bagel seasoning, and then some has sriracha, and I'm also having a protein shake, which, not very delicious, but nutritious. And now it is time to clean the office. Hopefully next vlog I will not be doing this yet again, but I don't know. I think that's just the nature of my office, is it does end up as a drop zone for my new inventory, of course. It's where I work, it's where I spend a lot of my time, so it's gonna get messy. But I still feel like I have way too much stuff. I am definitely already feeling the urge to do a spring cleaning. Where I live, we really didn't get much of a winter. It got cold a few times, but it didn't snow at all. And I've kind of given up hope that we're actually gonna get winter weather. So it just feels like it's already spring, and so I'm wanting to clear out, change things. I want to undye my hair again. I want to go back to my natural red. I don't know, I'm just kind of embracing change right now. If you saw my last vlog, I've been through quite a bit of change. I quit my 9 to 5 and I'm now back to being self-employed. And of course, now that I'm monetized on YouTube, I feel I can treat it more like a job and I can spend more time doing it. And yeah, so it's just a lot of change lately, and I just feel like embracing the change rather than trying to, I don't know, for once it just feels like positive change. I've had a lot of times of negative change in my life, but everything just feels really positive right now. Oh, but this is not so positive. I did want to talk about my sales the last 2 weeks. So it has been so slow, and At first, I was like, well, I must just have made a huge mistake and I suck now. And, you know, I used to be pretty good at knowing what sells well for my shop. And maybe I've just, you know, lost my, my taste. But I was watching a bunch of other resellers videos and they were having the exact same thing. A lot of it just seems to be the time of year is not great. People are waiting on tax returns. They're still recovering from spending at Christmas. So, you know, it's just the nature of this business as well. When you're self-employed like this, there's going to be lulls and there's going to be, you know, points where it goes crazy as well. But through all of this, I feel like I've really grown even from last year. Like before, when I'd have slow sales, I'd kind of shut down and stop listing as much. And that's like the complete opposite of what I need to be doing. But it just feels like, you know, when you're not having things go out the door, you're like, well, kind of what's the point? Maybe I should just be doing other things and not waste my freaking time. But yeah, no, I just pushed through and I kept listing. I did do some relisting of old items and that seemed to help. But my main thing that helped me was I was actually sending out some crazy offers on my kind of older, staler inventory. So that was kind of good. It was also nice to see things that I've had for a while, you know, finally get out the door, get to new homes. But will say I had a bit of a scare because, you know, I dropped off some packages and then none of them tracked. I shipped them a Saturday night and then it was Sunday. You know, they're not going to track on Sunday. Then Monday night, I was just staring at the clock and I'm like, why haven't they tracked yet? Why haven't they tracked? And then they eventually all did. It's just I have one Poshmark freaking polka dot cardigan that is not tracking and it's stressing me out. I already contacted Poshmark and let them know that it's just not tracking. I mean, one started tracking today at like 4 in the morning. So I'm hoping the same thing's going to happen. It's just being ridiculous. But here is my nice tidier office. Don't look too much at my desk because that is still a mess, but at least now I have floor space to get on the floor and do my listings. I want to get a bunch of photos done today, so then I have a backlog of photos I can use throughout the week. Even when I get busy, then I can always be listing every day because that really seems to be what works. So here I am, and here's my little process. I don't know that I've shown it before, how I do my listings, and my current system is I do my little thrift haul short videos that I post here on YouTube, and then I leave the stuff in the haul in the bag, and then I just go through the bag and knock it out, and for some reason, it is just making me work so much faster. I think what it is that rack behind me is technically my death pile. Which, if you're not a reseller and don't know what that means, a death pile is pretty much the clothes you need to list, and then for whatever reason you just don't want to and you never do it. And sometimes it looks like, you know, a big old pile in a room, but mine I've put on a rack, and I think that's a problem because a pile is far more offensive than a rack of clothes. So, you know, it can kind of sit there and it needs not to. I need to have the discipline just to get through it, but yeah, I just I just haven't yet. While I'm listing my new stuff though, I do try and pick through that rack and see if there's anything that's kind of same. So I am making just like a tiny bit of progress on that death pile as I go along and I list new stuff, and maybe that's the best way to do it. That way you're not like, I don't know, fighting through the stuff you're not really too super excited to go ahead and list. You kind of have balance with it. I don't know. But this way it's just going by a lot faster, this new system. And yeah, I lay out the clothes flat on this little piece of fabric that's like little floral pink design. I really need something under it to better hide the carpet. I think that would look better, but you know, I've been keeping an eye out at the thrift store. I don't want to buy a new piece of fabric just for sticking under, if that makes sense. I'd, you know, rather use what's already existing in the world. But yeah, I just lay my items flat, take pictures that way. Modeled pics just did not work as well for me. I can list a lot faster this way, and I don't know, just when I used to model, I used to not make as many sales. So I don't know, I heard this week the advice that like a reseller was talking about like what sold on her shop, and she was saying pretty much ultimately different stuff is going to work for different shops. So sometimes the general advice does not work for you specifically, and that really helped hearing. As I know on like Reddit, it's very pro modeling your clothes, but you know, for my shop, it just does not work as well. And plus, I noticed when I was buying things online from other people, I was noticing that I was just clicking on the things that weren't modeled. So I don't know, I guess it just depends on what works best for you. Though I gotta say, I did get a lot of great advice from resellers this week that inspired me to push through, even through the slow sales. Because what I was doing instead of, because you know, I watch my RuPaul's Drag Race while I do my listings in the evening. But I started listening to helpful reseller YouTube videos instead. And, you know, it just feels like I'm more multitasking that way because I'm kind of doing some research while also doing my listings. I don't know, it just feels way more productive doing that. But in doing so, I learned of, I will say, 3 different strategies for making sales during the slow times, and I will share them with you now. So the first is putting out the crazy offers on sale inventory, like I said before. So what I did is I do the waterfall sending offers on Poshmark method, and if I can do this on other apps, I can. If not, I'm just sending lower and lower offers like on Mercari, but on Poshmark, and I try to do it a bit on Depop. I send out, you know, 10%, 20%, and then 30% off. And so on a lot of my really old inventory, I actually went ahead and did the 30% off on Poshmark, and that resulted in a few sales, which was good. I actually made as much as I did last week, which I do want to be growing my business a lot more, but considering how the week started and how it was going and how slow it was, I am content with that, honestly. Oh, but real quick, this is what I have taken photos of and done measurements of so far. I've only done 5, but I'm gonna take a little break and then do some more. Okay, break over. It really wasn't much of a break either, because I was just on the couch having a cup of tea with pumpkin, but also sending out offers and refreshing. Doing that while I was having a little sit. I just get tired from taking photos. As you can see, I'm doing all sorts of random goblin squats and all sorts. So yeah, right now the most photos I've done in a day is 15. I really want to up that, but I just have to take enough breaks, I think. But yeah, so the first technique I learned this week that really helped me out was sending offers on the old stuff, sending out really good offers that are getting stuff gone. Of course, you still wanna profit, but what I was noticing was I was selling like 2 of the old things per one of the new things that I would get, like, you know, full asking price for. So it was really balancing out while still, you know, getting me through this really slow week. If you see me talking throughout this vlog, by the way, I am on the phone to my mom. My mom is my best friend, so I call her all the time when, you know, just when I'm bored even, because I just love chatting with her. So technique number 2 that I learned this week was, how do I phrase this nicely? I'll just say not being stinky about offers. Basically, I would have in my head like a lowest amount that I would take for an item, and I'd be so firm on that, even if I was like, you know, losing a sale over a couple dollars, which is not something I want to keep doing. I would rather sell more than, you know, sell less and get exactly what I was asking for, just cause, I don't know, I think I want to start focusing more on volume rather than making more per item. I mean, I think there's still a balance where I like to have a range of things in my online shop that are like, you know, really unique vintage items that could go for like 30 to 50, and then, you know, some lower ranged items. Just, I don't know, that seems to be what's working best for me. But yeah, I kind of want to be focusing more on volume. I think that just is going to work better for my closet. And also, you know, the amount of storage I have, I don't have a ton of storage, so I need things to go, and I want them to go a little quicker. So if that means, you know, sending out good offers and accepting lots of counter offers, yeah, that works. Oh my goodness, when I flipped over this little granny, gingerbread themed little vest, peppermint fell out of the pocket, which is like a very on brand for this adorable little granny vest. And yeah, the final technique I learned this week is don't be afraid to lower prices, because I just tend to not like lower the price beyond sending offers. But this week, Depop was doing a Valentine's sale, and so I put some of my items on sale, and they got featured on a little Valentine's page, and they sold. So yeah, I was definitely scared to just put on sales, because before they didn't work, but lately they seem to be working better. Same with Macari. I was afraid to lower the price, because I don't know, I really don't like Macari's offer system. It's very like, you just keep going lower and lower and lower. But since I'm now delisting and relisting, which I really wasn't before, shame on me, because I need to be doing that. But since I've been doing that, you know, that's also been helping. So overall, I don't know, I feel like the major theme of what I've learned this week and what techniques are working is just being more flexible and, you know, not being so hard on your prices and being so stuck in your ways that you're not gonna like adapt your business when it's, you know, there's gonna be slow periods. And so, like, for example, it used to be, you know, when I was doing this part-time, when I was working at my job, I would just completely leave it alone, and all I would do is ship orders, and I'd still make a couple sales that way. But if you're transitioning to full-time, you're gonna have to be spending more time sending offers, refreshing, delisting and relisting, posting consistently, all the things, even researching. And that's something I'm definitely guilty of. I definitely don't do enough research. I know some good brands, and I don't know, I'm just very, ooh, this mint colored skirt is making my camera go crazy. But I need to do more research on what brands are good to pick up. I mean, usually I go to the thrift store and you can just tell when a garment is quality or not, or if it's cute or not. And, you know, I'm always open to adapting my strategy and trying new things. And I think that's something that's important to do in business, no matter what you're doing. But I'm sorry, this was a very rambly rant on what's going on with my small business, and I hope it was still interesting to listen to, because I don't know, this feels a little bit just like a little diary too. I do go back and watch these sometimes, and it helps to see, you know, what's working in that, and, you know, new things I'm trying and what the outcomes ended up being of that. Also, I want this to be like a helpful little video, especially if you're reselling too and you're having a slow week and feel kind of powerless about it, because, you know, there are some things you can try. But here is what I took photos of today. We got this big old laundry basket full of stuff. And yeah, it's all done. But now I'm going to have a little snack. Kind of lunch. I have some chopped up veggies and also some hummus to dip it in. And then some Harvest Snaps, some nuts, and some edamame. And a little cucumber sandwich. I guess it's kind of a lunch. And now I'm gonna do a little self-care. I'm gonna have a bubble bath just because I feel a little bit overworked just over this week, and so I just want to do a little fun thing, and I don't want this Hello Kitty bath bomb to just sit here, so I am going to use it and have a fizzy cozy Hello Kitty tub time. As you can see, Pumpkin has the zoomies, but I need to do my listings for the night, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that while she runs around like crazy and does her iconic spin move. Then of course she tired herself out. Now it is time to package some orders. Yay! I'm also trying to think about what else to update you on this week. Oh, my sink exploded. So this week this was earlier on, and this is why I decided to clean the bathroom, was I had my favorite earrings sitting in a little glass trinket dish, and then they fell down into the sink, and I did not panic actually, because there's that plasticky tubey thing. I am no plumber, as you can imagine by everything about me. So I'm not very experienced with that, but I knew there was that little plastic catch kind of pipe where usually things end up. So I just had my dad come over and unscrew that, because maintenance at my apartment is terrible. We have friends who live here. Their heating was out for like weeks and they wouldn't come fix it. I mean, I've had it where the AC was out and they didn't come for 5 days, and they just kept giving me crap. And I've talked before about this, how terrible maintenance is at our apartments. But yeah, so I was not gonna call them. Called my dad. He was able to get it open, except my pipe pretty much disintegrated. Because it was so rusty, and I can't imagine when they last replaced it. It must have been forever. But my dad is amazing, and he was able to fix it all. He even bought me like a new pipe and fixed everything, which was so kind of him. He really didn't have to do that, but I think part of his love language is just the acts of service, and so he's always coming over here and fixing things for me, and oh my god, I just love my daddy so much. But a really funny thing happened. So our neighbors, that their bathroom is pretty much touching ours on the other wall. It's all interconnected and the walls are thin, so we're always hearing them. They always blast loud music and it's really annoying, but you live in an apartment. That is life. Real quick, packages are done. So now I am, as part of my YouTube channel Glow Up, I wanted to change my little background I use when I film my main videos. And so I'm gonna move all this craft stuff out of the pink bins and then into this clear bin, so that way I can put more decorative things behind me, and then also have better access to my craft stuff, because it is a pain to dig through these bins. I'd rather it be clear and flat, and that way I can dig through and grab what I need. So yeah, that's the plan. And here's a little squid lino print I made in high school. Just real quick, showing off my old little projects. But yeah, so walls are thin. We hear everything. And so my dad is working on the sink. Me and my mom are having a cup of tea and chatting. And we hear him yelling from the other room. So we run in and check. And what he said was, "Who turned that water on?" Because he thought it was one of us, me or my mom, in our apartment. But it was actually the people sharing the wall. so they turned off their water and they stopped whatever they were doing. So they must have heard him and thought he was directing it at them. Oh my goodness. But I mean, it was good, because when they did turn on the water, it came rushing in through the pipes. So they stopped for a while, enough time for my dad to fix the pipe, luckily. So I do appreciate them doing that. I'm hoping though they just thought it was like maintenance saying that, and they don't think, nothing. I mean, no one's in the wrong. I mean, he was just asking a question and they were like, oop. So it's not really a bad situation. I just thought it was really funny. Oh yeah, because after he had left, I heard them turn the water on, but they did it like, quickly turn on, quickly turn off. Turn on, turn off. Turn on, off, on, and then finally they just let their water run, so they were testing to see if it was okay, which, I don't know, I just found the whole thing amusing, and you know, that's pretty much what happened this week. Also, this week I filmed my 1,000 subscribers special, so I'm very excited to upload that on Saturday. I definitely am gonna struggle to find time to edit it this week. I don't know, this week it just feels like I have no time to do anything. Even right now, I'm trying to cram in this voiceover, and then I have to leave because they're spraying for bugs tomorrow. They gave us no notice, but they're like, hey, guess what? It's Valentine's Day, but leave your home early because there's gonna be man spraying bugs. I mean, we don't have to leave, but I don't like it for the animals. I just don't trust it. So I like to give it time to dry because I just don't want my animals getting hurt by yucky chemicals that get rid of the bug. I also just cannot stand random strangers being in my space. That's why I hate renting so much, because I just don't like it. Especially because I'm self-employed and now it's interfering with my plans tomorrow and it's just really inconvenient. But luckily, I do have somewhere I can go real quick if I need to. I'm very thankful to my parents and that we still live, you know, near each other. So I'm just gonna head over there and try and get done everything that I need to. So with the vlogs in the future, they're gonna be a bonus video, I've decided, because looking at my numbers, what does best is the long form videos. So I want to try and post a vlog a week and then the main video of the week, kind of like I was doing a while ago before I was working my 9 to 5. I just think that's gonna work best, and I don't know, I just like doing the vlogs as a bonus thing. But here is all my craft supplies. It is very messy. I definitely need to find some system to reorganize this, or at the very least get rid of some stuff, because I probably don't need all of this. But that's not a today job. I'm just tired. I can't do it tonight. So now I am gonna set up my little background. At this point, it was really not that late in the evening, but I was just starting to lose stamina. Taking photos definitely takes a lot out of me, because it's pretty physical with all the squatting and plopping and running around. But yeah, and again, sorry if you can hear jingle jangle. I think Pumpkin is scratching herself right next to me. I'm currently sitting in the dark, laying on a Squishmallow with a Monster Energy drink in my hand. That's the kind of day I've had, and I'm still trying to get this voiceover done. But these vlogs are meant to be real and authentic, and this is just my chaotic life right now, cramming in small business, YouTube, and just the unexpected, stinky, silly stuff that happens. But you know, that's just life. You gotta kind of adapt and make things work, because that's just what you do. Oh, also in terms of the vlogs, I can't decide. I really want to post them every Wednesday. That way there's kind of like something, you know, like a video going out in the middle of the week. But that being said, if things go like they go today, I don't know if that's gonna be feasible. It might just have to be like when I have content ready, and because it also has to be an interesting enough day, I feel like, where I have enough content, because I have like set out to vlog before, but then just kind of nothing happens. But I do really like vlogging, and I found it makes me way more productive. Like I really felt the push to get more listings done today, because it's like, well, you're vlogging, let's show how many you can do, you know. So I think for now I'm gonna shoot for filming and posting a vlog once a week on top of the main video, and I'm gonna try for Wednesday. If that doesn't happen, I don't think I'm gonna hold myself to that, at least not right now, just with so much going on. Another thing is too, I also want to live stream. I've been doing lots of research on that. I don't know, I just want to do all the YouTube things, and I've been doing lots of research on just how to set those things up. Like I've talked about memberships, that I'm still working out. And, but yeah, I really want to live stream. The only thing with it is I feel like you kind of need to prepare ahead, where I'd kind of just like to hop on and like play Spore and chat with you guys. I also don't really have a good place to stream from because I have my desk, but my fiance is right behind me and I don't want him to, you know, be intruded on. But here is my finished little setup. I have all my little trinkets and also my little pet shop I wanted out, and also my ponies. Just my collections that I've been kind of storing in the closet, where I'm like, hey, they could be part of my videos. Why not make them part of my videos, you know? But I really like how it turned out. I'm glad I did this. Then it was dinner time, and yep, this is a crappy dinner. I fully recognize. I was tired. We ended up ordering Wendy's. They have no vegan protein, so I just made myself a hot dog and double potatoed it. Delicious. But it is only 9:40, but like I said, I am so tired. I'm gonna go to bed. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you also for commenting, liking, and subscribing. It really helps out my channel. Let me know what content you'd like to see from me in the future. But I think that is it for this vlog. I will see you in the next one. Bye!